Jasmine and Vince.
The Jasmine Show.
The JasVynce.
What is happening? Welcome back to, I like the hypeness, baby. I appreciate that. Welcome back to another episode of The Jasmine Show.
I'm Jazz.
And I am Vince, and we're here to talk about Married at First Sight, Season 16 in Nashville. If you've been following us for a little bit.
Episode 5100.
5100, baby. Thank you so much for subscribing. We appreciate you. Please take the time to make sure you...
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, let us know how you're feeling about these crazy couples and the boringness and stuff and the drama. They gave us a little bit. This episode.
Just a little.
All right, we are on. This is a long one today. I'm sorry, babe. We are on episode 19 or 5011 again, as you said, sliding towards decision day, and that makes more sense now. Recognizing what took place in this episode.
Yeah.
It makes more sense now. While decision day is around the corner, one husband's lingering doubts leave his wife wondering if he will ever be satisfied. Who could that be? Meanwhile, a group of flirtatious singles gives the wives a glimpse at what their life after decision day could look like. Some brides don't like what they see, but one is intrigued and possibly open to accepting an indecent proposal. Whoever typed that up, you had too much fun. You had way too much fun typing on the tea. Like, it was just too much. It was too much. But let's get into it. I don't even know who to start with. I don't want to talk about Jasmine Airris yet. You want to talk about, I don't have much about Nicole and Christopher. Let's get them out the way. I might have just closed my notes up for some reason.
Look at you.
I was calling her, I can't remember exactly what she said word for word, but I was calling her Miss Will Be Fine doesn't mean I'm saying yes. She said something like that. Like, oh, I can't guarantee that I'm definitely going to say 100% yes.
Stop playing with us, son. Stop playing with us. You been pressuring this man to move in together. You've been crying and being all dramatic and following up. Are you still saying yes? Do you
still love me? Do you love me?
Don't do this.
Do you love me?
Don't play with us.
Say it.
Don't do that. The eyes are scary.
That's what she'd be doing. You know, people don't tell me they love me enough. Sometimes I just sit in my closet and cry about people not loving me, and I just wanted to make sure that you love me. Nicole. Also, I'm just skipping ahead in the episode now because I didn't really get much from them. It's very repetitive with them. I still wish them the best, obviously. But
he wants to wait until after they decide to stay married to make major decisions.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially if...
I thought they already discussed this weeks ago. That's the thing.
They
discussed the apartments weeks ago.
They always discuss the same things. They're always beefing about the same things. And she just keeps bringing the same things up. Yeah. So I'm glad that he's tackling these topics that they could talk about. My biggest issue with Nicole, aside from being super, super needy, but... Go ahead, if that's how you operate.
Go off, sis.
She failed the Thottie test. I ain't
What's
like
the Thottie test?
She failed the Thottie test. We're going to talk about how the other ladies reacted to the single men approaching them in the bar. But Nicole, well, in my book at least, she failed the Thottie test because a bunch of single guys come up. Oh, what's going on, ladies? Yeah. Oh, y'all married? Ha ha. Well, some of us won't be.
That's the Thottie test.
That's the Thottie test because there's no reason you should appear that like slightly tipsy, inebriated. Again, Jazz was like, she didn't tell a lie. She told the truth. And I'm like, yeah.
We have to spoil the good time for the women that are potentially able to go talk to some of the men? No.
I don't have no beef with that for real. But specifically, like, you could have looked less Thottie. You just could have.
She defended her husband when they called him mad soft, basically, is what they did.
It's
like, oh, so your man a beta.
She said, the dude also baited her into saying that her man is a beta, and she said it, and they died laughing after that. And I was like, this is freaking embarrassing.
Like, you got him out here looking crazy.
Exactly. That's why they were. I was like, this is bad. These guys came to start trouble.
They paid them. We're gonna come back to it.
I think they were paid.
We're gonna come back to it.
I think those guys were paid. But yeah, anything else about Nicole and Christopher? You failed the Thottie test, Nicole. Get it together if you love your husband so much. Come on.
What should she have done to not fail the Thottie test then? Please tell us how you supposed to.
Do you remember what my friend Kirsten said?
No, I thought she was about to say that black reporter guy where he was like, you know what I'm talking about?
What?
You know what I'm talking about?
I think I know what you're referring to.
Get out of here.
But we'll talk more about how Jasmine passed the Thottie test. No, not Jasmine. Well, Jasmine passed the Thottie test. Kirsten definitely passed the Thottie test. I don't have nothing else about Nicole and Christopher. How do you fare?
You know me. I'm sick of seeing them. They gonna say yes. Will they stay married? We don't know. But okay, cool.
Oh, do we want to get into Gina and Clint now? They up on the screen.
That's hot. That's hot business.
We might as well. Hot business. I didn't take many notes about them. I have that Clint is still basically upset about the secondhand embarrassment comment, and that he doesn't know that Mac is just basically smashing his wife at this point. Like I don't know.
DM smashing.
That hey, there's a lot going on. Again, we'll talk about Airris's response in a little bit, but yeah, I feel bad for Clint. I'm sure a bunch of other people feel bad for Clint. Cool guy. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, what are we saying? Jazz thinks that Gina has been checked out the entirety.
It makes sense.
Has he been DMing her the whole time too?
I would not be surprised.
Mac, man, dirty.
I think that's so dirty because we didn't even explain that came up.
Well, yeah, we'll talk about it.
So I think it's dirty because I feel like you should wait until somebody is not married to do certain things. That's just my personal opinion. But people be doing what they want to do. Yeah. I just think it's a little disrespectful.
Very disrespectful in my book.
Like, Clint should put the smackdown on his ass.
Again, it just kind of seems like they've both kind of given up. They're both just working on the friendship part of it.
I'm just saying, you can't wait 2 months for her to say no on decision day to slide in her DMs.
Hey, everybody can't wait. Everybody can't wait.
That might be the love of his life. We don't even know. But he ain't saying nothing like that. He just like, yeah, she cute. Anyway. Sick of them.
It's rough.
She does not like Clint. Like,
she doesn't.
When they went horseback riding or something like that. She's just like, yeah, like the energy. Like, who does, like, I think it's good. I feel like we as women get into this thing where we want somebody that's like cool, calm, and collective and laid back. And it's a nice change to have somebody that's enthusiastic. Like, Vince is never not with stuff. Like, he don't get excited until we actually get there.
That's how I operate.
But he's, like, fully, like, dedicated to having a good time in the moment. And to me, that's super attractive. Now, I will play devil's advocate. Was it a lot when I first met you? I thought it wasn't real.
I'm a lot for everybody.
I thought it wasn't real.
And
so
people don't think that I'm real.
where she's coming from to a certain degree.
Exist, y'all. I'm really a person. Yeah. I'm not always this excited. Y'all have seen episodes where I'm tired, but like
but I felt like her just dogging on his like optimism and like just who he is. It's a reason that everybody around you likes him. Maybe you should give him a chance and you would like him too.
I like that, baby. That was good right there. Shout out to Clint, man. Keep being yourself.
Yes.
Gina, get it together and delete some messages, I guess. I don't know. Let's get into the nitty gritty of Jasmine and Airris. We start off with Airris boxing with Mac. I keep wanting
and
to
the
call
guy from the bar.
McCully. Oh. Wait, did Gina pass the Thottie test? My bad.
Gina seemed like she was just sipping her tea and like, oh, okay, that's what y'all doing.
Is that what y'all do? Is that what y'all... You know, I got a man at home in the DM. A boy in my DM.
That boy in her DM said she pretty.
That boy. in her DM.
I wonder if she already in there.
So that boy in her DM is Mac, according to Mac, who admits this at the boxing class, which he was beating Airris for some reason, even though don't Airris work out a lot too? But
yeah, they friends, I guess.
Clearly Mac trying to beat a bunch of these husbands to the punch. Dude. All right, let's keep it moving. All right. He gonna ask this man, so how's the attraction thing going? And I was like, this can't go well just because of the way just because of the way he asked.
I thought he was just a weird person, but
just
yeah, the way he said it, I didn't like that.
Airris, I'm like, you had your chance, sir. They've been doing pretty well. You had your chance to be like, hey man, at least for the camera, bro. Come on. Yo, we've been working on a lot. And I don't want to take everything away from him because there were times throughout the episode where he did say, wow, she really taught me this. I'm really inspired by this. I learned this. I love this about her. But in that moment, the attraction, man, still ugly, yo. I can't.
Bro, but this is the thing. I'm
can't get with it,
bro. This is the thing. I think it's so important, like, not just the way that you talk to your spouse.
Yes.
But it's so important how you talk about your spouse to, like, your close friends. Because at the end of the day, when you going through stuff, if you're saying something positive previous to going through something, I feel like they're going to be more likely to encourage you and, like, give you positive advice on fixing your relationship. But when you like, man, whatever, like, I think that's a thing where, like, he's going back into his old thing where he's like, Airris is like, oh, I'm the cool guy.
He want that old thing back.
And back in the day, it was cool. But when you like bumping 40, it's not cool to be like, oh yeah, she alright, but that's your whole wife. That's goofy.
I would have to agree with that one right there. I don't like the nod. My wife is amazing, yo. Even if she on my nerves, even if I'm in the doghouse, like I'm still gonna big my wife up. You know what I'm saying? Like that's who I am. That's who she is. She deserves the world. Like I think he's starting to realize these things about her as well. But just like for that being your first response every time, bro, like, and we'll get into Shaq too, but like every time, yeah, man, it's not giving what it's supposed to give. You know?
He didn't say that.
But that's basically how he's been operating. Like, dog, say something nice about your woman, man. But you know, at least we still sleeping in the same bed. We not like Gina and Clint. And now he gonna take it and pass the buck and then talk smack. And then again, he said this before Mac even came clean. He said, yeah, I slid in Gina's DM. So I feel like this whole time everybody's been knowing what's going on.
All right, so
except for Clint.
We need to talk about verbiage. The way the words were crafted together and what those meanings inherently mean. Okay? So, if I say, I messaged your friend, babe, on Instagram, what does that mean?
Why are you messaging my friends on Instagram?
What does it mean?
It means you messaged my friend on Instagram.
Okay. If I said, I slid in your friend's DMs, what does that mean?
That does not sound like something that my wife should be doing necessarily. But if you were to say it, I would take it as a joke. For the most part, but he didn't seem like he was joking one bit.
Saying slid in DMs, but then him saying, oh yeah, because she knows a famous singer and I really wanted to talk to her. Yeah. But why would you say slide?
Because that's what he was doing. He
wanted Gina off bad.
That's what I'm saying. There was no mincing of words. He said, I slid into her DMs.
And he said Gina about 1,100 times in that conversation.
You know, Gina, it's not like I was really thinking about Gina that whole time, but you know, if me and Gina were to become a thing,
Gina's attractive. I mean, everybody's attractive.
Everybody wife. If I'm Airris looking in his face like everybody wife, bro, all the women, stop, and stop saying Gina as well. Cut it out. Well, you know, Gina, if she wants to do something, he's looking super thirsty right now. Again, you could have waited the 2 months, bro. Like, I don't know what to say.
I don't know anything about Mac like that, but I feel like it's giving crab mentality. It's giving, if I can't be happy with my wife and my wife don't want me, I'm just gonna go for whoever. And karma comes back like that.
It does.
You can't do that, especially it's somebody you know.
Yeah.
Like, I can see you being like, oh, I'm dating somebody, and then, like, you finding out that they got somebody. That's different. But you directly know this person. That remind me of the episode we watched of Help Them in a Secret Relationship last night. The roommate.
Yeah.
The roommate wasn't talking to him, and then it came out the roommate had been dating his ex for 5 months. Yeah, that's wild.
Oh my goodness.
It's trash.
I was gonna say that, and shout out to, what was that Couples Couch we were watching? No after party this week. Oh no, what are we gonna do?
Where's Jamel Hill?
Yeah, that, what was it called? The sneak peek to Decision Day. That was cute and whatever. We didn't watch that whole thing, but we did watch Couples Couch.
Yeah.
Because we love Wumani. I gotta throw up a Wumani one time just because. Just because. Shout out to Wumani. We stand. Yeah, I'm losing my train of thought right now. But Airris, the main thing for me is that, one, he didn't want to tell. Also, he's like, well, I'm not gonna be sharing none of that information with.
I feel like that's a
the
tricky
guys.
situation, honestly. I do appreciate the fact that he said, I'm not going to tell the other guys. Because that's kind of like gossiping.
That's what I'm saying.
I think that I could see him going to the other guys or somebody that was maybe super close to Clint and being like, hey, I heard this information. How do I present this to him? Because I feel like Gina should have said something. Mm. Even if it was platonic, it should have came up in conversation. Y'all live together.
Right. Got my train of thought back.
Yeah.
Again, the reason I brought up Woody and Amaya in the first place, because Woody, I think, had mentioned that it looks like another Houston situation with Zach and Bao ending up hooking up together. We're still talking about Gina and Clint somehow within this, but all those bombs were dropped while he was speaking with Airris. So, yeah, I don't know. And now, again, looking back, I feel like Gina might have been talking to him the whole time. They had a conversation.
I don't want to say that, but I feel like it.
On the honeymoon or something, they had a conversation, and it's, actually, maybe we should have been matched together. You know what I'm saying?
You got to realize that this stuff happens so quick. This is like, 7 weeks out? Only 7 weeks in. Mm. So this could have happened like back to back to back to back. Right. They got back from the honeymoon. He could have sent the message. Maybe she didn't say she didn't see it for a week or two. So that's literally a few weeks ago, regardless. Yeah. You want to talk about when Jasmine came back from being
wait, not yet. I want to get into some more good. Well, Pastor Cal said something. He said something like he got to be grabbing the butt or something like that.
Oh yeah, he said I like that hand placement. It was like right on the edge of the right cheek, the hip muscle there.
I just wrote Pastor Cal said grab the butt. I literally. I wasn't even fully paying attention, but you was like, okay, all right. So I was like, oh, that's a note. I got to write that down.
They were super close.
They were very close. I give them that. Again, shout out to Airris for, he got points. And I think Jasmine kind of maybe almost shed a tear when she was talking to the girls about how he's made her grow also. But in front of the experts, he was like, I think they asked how his spouse has made him better. And again, he was just talking about inspiring, how he's so inspired by her passion with everything. He might have been talking to the guys about that too, I forget. But that was really dope. Like, she has meaning in everything that she does. That was beautiful as well. But yeah, let's skip ahead to how I feel like Jasmine also failed the thought test. What the hell
are you talking about? She did not.
No. She did not fail the Thottie test.
You can't do nothing about a man coming on to you.
You're right.
Men is going to be men.
You're right. Men's is going men's. Men's is going men's. But some dude who also, if y'all noticed, was a boxing trainer from the same place that Airris and Mac were working. Yeah. I was like, this is just a very dramatic.
The light-skinned dude was definitely that
This is a shady gym, yo. I wanted to train out of Mayweather. I wanted to train out a Mayweather boxing thing, but clearly y'all in here going after people's wives in this place. I was like, that's right when he walked up, hey ladies. I'm like, that's the dude from the. I seen him one time and I knew that was him. That's crazy. But his homeboy was pushing up.
He was
talking about I breed dogs and I got a 740, and she looked like she was melting a little bit. I wasn't feeling that.
Listen,
on Airris's behalf, I wasn't feeling that.
Hold on. Her husband's not giving her none of that. Let's be clear. I'm not saying it's okay, but I'm saying if you've been married for 2 months and your husband is not doing that, and you know that he would, Airris is probably that guy. that same guy that be like,
oh yeah,
yeah, I got the 740 outside, meet me in the car.
I definitely
He's probably that same guy.
I absolutely see
so
that.
for you, if you think about it, it's like, all right, why am I not getting this from my husband? And now I didn't like that the guy like was like this, like. Yo, I don't like being touched. Yeah.
Mid like interview and stuff like, oh yeah, I do think that the process is going. Yo, let me talk to you for a minute.
Like what?
All up on her, dog. All up on her.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Get the keys and what you need. She over there like,
okay. I felt like she was trying not to be rude, but at the same time, like. She was clearly uncomfortable, and he was just. I'm like, y'all gotta be paid, cause
they were paid. They paid them dudes.
Maybe at that.
Because how you end up at the same. You faunted mans. You gave him a name. Like you showed his name, like coffee or something like that. I don't remember what it was, but you showed his name, and then you showing him again drinking with the wives. They just happen to end up at the same spot again. I was just in Nashville a few months ago, right? It's not huge. So, like, I can see you bumping into some people at the same spot, but there's a lot of different spots, and y'all got paid. That's all I got to say. Producers.
You're not low. So, why she failed the Thottie test? First of all, she came in there, she looked it good.
You're right. She did not fully fail, but it didn't look good, and her feet were swollen.
You calling people wives Thottie?
I said they failed the test. I did not say this woman is this. I would not say that.
Have you failed a Thottie test before? I have never run a Thottie test on you, so.
Thottie test didn't exist when I was out being a Thottie, so. It wasn't the word Thottie wasn't even.
Okay, then. So.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't.
Don't listen to him.
Anywho.
Men don't know anything.
When she got in the house after tiptoeing around and her feet was all swole, my man was like, what'd you say?
He was like,
where y'all been at? Where
y'all went?
What y'all was doing?
You could tell he was butthurt too. Like, hold on, you wore that?
Why your feet swole? Who you was talking to? So I don't know how if Airris is. He's probably not even a super jealous type of guy, but yeah, that took place.
Vince, you're not a super jealous guy at all. But if I go out with a freakum dress on and I come in the house and you ain't see me before I left, you like, what?
Yeah.
Where you went?
I don't know about that. Homie was pushing up. I wasn't feeling it.
He was. I
wasn't
like
feeling
that.
it. Wasn't feeling it.
It was a bit
Anything
much.
else about Jasmine and Airris before we get into our last couple?
It's seeming like he might be going to say yes.
I can't wait for our favorite part, which when we get to these ratings, which the ratings will be very quick. We just want to see
who's going to go first.
Who goes first? It's one of
I'm going to get it right this time.
It's one of our favorite things to do every season. I feel like the last few seasons, we have been correct on who stays together. Yeah. Is that what it was? But I think we got really close on the who goes first. Because it matters, y'all. It matters. Let's talk about our last couple, Kirsten and Shaquille. They're very busy and in love, trusting the process. And how's it? We're gonna make it together. What are they doing?
Vince sing better than Kirsten did, though. And Shaq was. What did they say on Couple Scouts? They said something like, she can find something, but she can't find a note.
She can find a husband, but she can't find a note. And then they rock back and forth. Shout out to, was that Nina? And that was good. That was good.
She could not sing.
It was really good. So they took a singing. Does that count as a singing class?
No, it's where you do a songwriting.
I want to do that with you. That seems dope.
Yeah, I can find a note.
So, I know you can. Yeah. I know you can. That's why it'll be dope. So yeah, they were just putting together. Apparently, that's the thing that people in Nashville do. Yes. Lots of songwriters. Yes. They help you make a song about your relationship or whatever you're going through and stuff like that.
You can probably find it on Airbnb Experiences.
It was. Look at that.
This is not sponsored.
This is not an ad, unless y'all wanna.
Unless you want it to be.
Come. Travel agent / content creator. All right. I think they still acting goofy towards each other, or mainly on Shaq's side.
Shaquille.
It's mainly on Shaq's
She
side.
can't force her family to want to record. And it seems like the family is actually open to him. But I think it's interesting that like men say they like the chase. He doesn't like the chase.
No.
He wanted her to be wide open. And I think that even if they weren't married, say you were dating somebody for 2 months, I feel like it's not realistic to expect them to be wide open in 2 months, in less than 2 months. So for her to be married to him and to be opening up before 2 months like she is and being very transparent, I feel like she's expressing herself well. Like, he will not give her a break.
No.
Anything that he says he wants, when he gets it is why, but why now? Because you said you want it. That's why.
Yeah.
Because she's trying to prove herself.
She's being very open. Even the singing is like come on, she's showing you all her flaws.
She's
and
showing
all.
you. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That she giving you everything. They got to talk to the experts as well. Previously, he talked about how he finally got to meet her dad. Again, like you said about the whole and everybody agrees. Like, the 2 months thing is not necessarily that crazy, but obviously someone that's focused on family and clearly wants a father figure in his life. He wants
a father figure. And that's what I said before. I said he needs a father figure, and that's why that is bothering him to that degree.
You know? That it makes a lot more sense now why Shaq would be like, why I can't meet nobody. Like, shout out to her family for holding down we don't want to be on camera, like holding true to that. Mm-hmm. If that's what it takes. What did he say? He was like, that's simple. Like, he was happy he got to meet her dad, but still had to throw a little attitude, a little spice on it. Like, it was that simple. This whole time, that's simple. I'm like, bro, just come on, man. Yes, it was that simple because they didn't want to be on camera, so you had to find time to go over there and talk to them when you're not on camera.
Right.
Simple as that. Like, it's not her. Like, I'm glad that he likes her dad.
I'm so annoyed with him.
I'm glad that he got to see more of her family and get a little bit more of that side.
I was rooting for you. I'm sorry, Tyra's canceled. We're not doing that.
That was hilarious. Something that I was gonna say Pastor Pepper. Something that Dr. Pepper said, simple as that, like, she delivered. And I thought that was a really powerful thing because she's been delivering this whole entire time.
Not the entire time.
No.
For at least half of the time she's been delivering.
She's been delivering for, I feel like
he gave up after week 2.
That's what I'm saying. From what we've been watching for a majority of the relationship, she's been delivering. In everything that he wants, and he still can't. He can't see it for some reason.
What it boils down to is he was saying, I need to feel supported. I need this. I need that. My issue is he's saying what he needs. She's doing what he needs in the way that she knows how, but he's not clear about exactly the actions he needs in order to feel the feelings he wants to feel.
Talk about it. Talk about it, babe.
He's not being clear.
I think if they get all these things, if he's more clear, if she's continues to be accepting and, working towards all these good things. Pastor Cal also said something very powerful. He's like, y'all could continue to work on these things. Y'all could be a great example of what a power couple looks like. And I was like, really? And Jazz was like, I agree with that. I
agree.
I'm like, I could see it if he wasn't being so petty about certain things. So yeah, if that stuff gets out the way, then I could see them, they're both very powerful people.
I think that they're a good match, honestly. I think they have good balance. But again, that man don't have no relationship experience is what I'm getting.
You know what I'm saying?
And he's been let down, clearly, by men in his life is another thing I see.
Show you what a power couple look like right there. You know what I'm saying? Show you what a power couple look like right there. Oh, hold on. Get off my screen. Yeah. But yeah, I'll go back and look at it. I was like, what was it? But yes, last thing about Kirsten Shaquille, in my book, she passed the Thottie test. Oh yeah, yo girl, yo, what's going? I drive a Ferrari, and I know y'all getting rid of them. Oh wait, what you focused on over there? My husband. That's all I want to. That's all I want to hear. I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry. She like, well, what if we hanging out, the single friends could get a chance? My husband. That's all I want to hear, yo. That's all we want. Shaq don't even know. I wish we could have had after party so I could see somebody react to that. Because that's how it should have been done. And that's it. My husband. Well, no matter what he said, my husband should have been the answer. That to me. Nobody should have got any words in.
You don't never be that intense about this stuff.
When does it come up?
I've been on vacation with my single friends before.
Yeah, I know, and I haven't, and I've told you I had an issue.
You've been all mad.
And I've told you I had an issue.
It's men there, like we're at a resort, of course.
I told you when something was presented to me if I had an issue with it, right? So you know how I feel about that. So for me, you've put up a couple of different cases where, if we all hanging out, it's just platonic conversation. They just trying to buy the ladies drinks or whatever. Like, that's cool, but
buy me a drink.
But by my response being my wife or my husband should be top priority.
I say my husband.
I bet you do.
Oh, you mad? Oh, baby,
don't touch me. Don't touch me. My husband. I love that. I love it. That's all I gotta say. Thoughts, questions, concerns?
Who going first? All right, let's go.
Let's get into these ratings. Folks, if you're new here for some reason, we appreciate you for joining and watching this whole entire time. But we always get into these ratings of these couples at the very end. I don't even know where my stuff is. All the way at the bottom under Dominique and McKinley. Right? We always get into these ratings of these couples. We rate them all 1 through 10.
McKinley get a negative 100 for being disrespectful.
0 through 10. Or negative through 10, but nobody gets to 10 until they both say yes on decision day. I don't know if we're gonna get it. We'll see. We will see. All right. And that's Jazz's rules. That's just how we operate. But starting with I was gonna say McKinley. I keep forgetting his name. Gina and Clint have received consecutive low scores from us.
They get a 1. They done.
They get a 1. They done.
1 and done.
We gave them a 1 last time. Who goes first on decision day? Is it going to be... I think they would have Gina go first. I don't know. Let us know.
I don't know about that. Let us know.
It's gonna be weird. All right, so we
don't say no.
We gotta think from the producers' way, right? Obviously, Clint wants to try to make something work. Gina, everybody can tell that she's out of it. I'm sure they're gonna have a question leaning in that direction about Mac.
She's gonna say all this nice stuff first about him.
That's always my favorite part. You know, when I first met Clint, that gorgeous red hair bouncing down
not bouncing around. I can't with your face.
They always give us the mad sweet stuff, and then turbulence came. Like the music switch up. Just watch. We both work in TV too. That's why we know y'all not low, and y'all paid them boxer dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like that's always how it is. Oh, and then the music switches, and then dark times came, and it's hella annoying. It's hella annoying, but we can't get enough of it. What can I say? I do think that, again, I was just off the top of the head, I do think that they might have Gina go first because it kind of eases the blow with Clint a little bit more. Like, and then he could have hit with the I would have said, or I would have been open to, but if they're going full drama, which they have been the last few seasons, Clint goes first so he could get his answer out.
Yeah. And
if he says yes, then it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't do this. If he says no, then it's like, wow, I'm surprised that you would, but no also.
That's facts.
So if they want to go drama and just get Clint and Gina out the way, then I think that might be the way to have Clint go first. Makes a little sense. How you feel?
I'm gonna agree with you.
Let's go. Let's talk about Nicole and Christopher. Christopher has to go first. Does he? To get him out?
I want him. No, he gotta go second.
He gotta go second?
Because we already know she's gonna say yes.
Because she capping.
It's gonna be Chris is going second. And it's gonna be long.
I'm with you.
It's gonna be a commercial break.
I'm with you. Oh yes, I'm with you.
It's gonna be like, I'm with you. Yeah, so long paragraph, and it's gonna be like, so
with you.
if the question is, do I want to stay married to you? We'll be right back after
Yes!
this break. Come back, and then they're gonna go back through the whole thing.
Yes.
So the question is, if another commercial break. I'm kidding.
No, they do that.
Not two commercial breaks, just one.
So Nicole first. She's gonna do like
I'm giving him a 6.
She's gonna do like a 6. I'll take that. We gave them a 6 last week as well. She's gonna do like Amani and what he did, say like a bunch of weird things, and then be like, "But I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with him." she gonna
I can't with your faces. What's up today?
That's how she's gonna be.
What is up with you today?
That's how she's, because they're so annoying.
Is that how people from New York talk?
This is. Oh, she's from New York. Yeah.
That's how
She's from like Long Island or something.
She from Queens, I think.
I'll give her points for that. But yeah, it's always so sappy on decision day. We came for this is the one time we actually do come for the drama, because decision day is what the show is all about. It's the whole culmination, you know. So we say Nicole is going first. Let us know in the comments if you think that we're gonna see 2 to 3 commercial breaks in between Chris's answer, and if you think Nicole is going first and if she should. All right, let's talk about Jasmine Airris, who we gave.
Did you write down two commercial breaks too?
Nicole,
we gotta be able to go back and track this.
Two breaks. I like that. All right, we gave Jasmine Airris a 4 and a 5 last time.
I would prefer to see them stay married over Chris and Nicole.
I would love to see them continue to work on it, but sorry for anybody watching this that might be, you know, in relation to any party of them. I keep forgetting about the friend too. You said something. I keep forgetting about.
I gotta give them a 50-50.
I keep forgetting about the friend, and I know she gave us a very sweet, you know, side of her in relation to her husband this week. Same thing on her side.
But it doesn't have to be a friend. It said a mutual friend on Instagram. I have people on Instagram that I follow, and they follow me back, but we not friends. We know each other from college or whatever.
Timeline. My husband hit, and you on my timeline. We can't be friends. Let's 5 still for them, just cause. Now, because of the friend situation, I think that Jasmine would go second. I think they would draw that out a little bit. I think they would have Airris
second.
Airris second. Who's more likely to say yes?
Jasmine. That's just who she is.
I
feel like she's a good wife in my opinion.
Very dedicated.
She's dedicated, and she's the person, I'm pretty sure she's the person that like makes relationships work.
Yes. And that's what she's been doing.
So
now it's up to him.
You might be right.
Is it up to him?
If he goes first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Because he's in we got a couple weeks left.
No, I feel like he's the one that most people are like, I don't know about him, so he's gonna go second.
Right. I completely forgot to mention, I don't know if I did, that this is 2 days to decision day, even though they're gonna make us wait like 3 weeks or something like that.
We're gonna be on vacation.
We'll see about that. But yeah, I do think that it's possible that they could have Airris go first, because he had a whole new realization.
He's not going first.
This is the woman I want to be with. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go and say yes, and then it's up to her. Like, boy, you put me through some. But if she's the one that makes relationships work, then I could definitely see her saying, I might go with Jasmine first in this case. Yeah, have her saying that, and then have him and everybody else on the edge of their seats. Like, well, boy, is he gonna step up or is he gonna go back to the streets? Cause we can't. Sorry, I'm going Jasmine first. Cause Jasmine is always first in my book.
I'm trying to find when decision day is. Sorry.
We'll see. In the meantime, Kirsten and Shaquille have also received consecutive 5s from us. Let us know how you're feeling about these couples upon the comments. But I think similar to the Jasmine Airris situation, I think Shaq is the most indecisive one. So he might have to go second. She's reading live notes, yo. Shaq is going second, I think, in my book.
It says they're assuming it's next week, but I don't know if that's right.
We'll see. We never know exactly how things are
Because
timed
this week
out.
is sliding toward decision day. But you know they always like to put that cushion episode in between with Kevin Frazier. With
That's
all
what I'm
the
saying.
tea.
They gave us the one little decision day spoiler
This
or
is
whatever.
a guess. This is not accurate.
We can't trust anything out here. But
All right, so what did you ask me? Sorry.
I was saying Shaq. Shaq should probably go second because he's more indecisive. So they would have us on the edge of our seats again.
I think so too.
I think so as well. I think Kirsten would be like, hey, same thing. Well, we've had this, we've had that.
It's been an emotional
we've had
roller
this.
coaster.
Emotional road. And then, but I like him and his bald head. I like him.
Yeah, she got over the bald head. That's a big
I like
thing.
him. I like him. He's cool.
You baldish. You not bald.
He's cool. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
And
You cut your hair today.
he would be like, oh, thank you, baby. Yeah, and he would be like, wow, didn't think, this is the kind of stuff that I've been asking her to tell me. Shaq, yes or no? Like, I know
That's like how. So what does that mean?
You know what I'm saying? So
are you deciding to stay married or get a divorce?
please, so we can get out of here, be on our way, and find out the tea with Mac and them.
Facts.
Right? Because they want to know. We have Kirsten going first. Let us know how you feel about these couples, if you think the order is correct. And if anybody want to just give us some money, I think I'll put a Cash App down there if we get it right. I don't have a contest.
I feel like we should start a bracket.
We need to start a bracket.
We need a bracket.
We do need to start a bracket. We'll figure that bracket out. But yeah, that is all I have for you folks here on another episode. Oh, I got to make sure, of course, if you've been enjoying this episode this whole time, please.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Duh. Thank you very much. We appreciate you guys. Catch you on another episode of The JasVynce Show. Peace.
Jasmine and Vince.
The JasVynce Show.